What up, y'all? It's your boy Joe Simmer, and check it out, man. In today's video, guys, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to read a defense. All right, some of the easiest pickups, some of the easiest things that you can do as soon as you come out of a play. Some of the best things that you can do to read a defense in Madden 23. So this video is gonna be straight to the point, nothing too crazy. You guys are gonna leave this video knowing how to beat this defense and just basically learning the cornerback, slot cornerback, the way the safeties line up, learning all the alignment aspect of it, and just some other tips that I'm going to give as well. So without further ado, man, let's hop into it, guys. So one of the best things to do to read a defense is when they're in tight offset, it's a little bit more difficult, all right? As well as whenever you're in a trips, it's a little bit more difficult to read a defense. So one of the best things you can do is to come out and bunch. All right, so when you come out and bunch, this is what you're gonna see, right? This is cover two. We're in a cover two defense, okay? So if I didn't know that, how would you tell that it's cover two? One of the key things to do is right before they press, because the meta obviously is to press, right? So right before they press, whenever you run bunch, you're gonna want to look at two things. You're going to want to look at the outside cornerbacks, okay? So on Brown right here, all right, what you're going to see is the outside cornerback is outside of the receiver, and he's pushed back about 5 yards, okay? As well as on the single side receiver, that cornerback, even though he's pressed, that cornerback is outside of the receiver, okay? Which this usually kind of strange, but let's say they press, right? So they press, and this is what you're looking at right here, okay? This is dollar that we're in, by the way. So you're going to see on Brown, it's a really subtle tail, but what you're going to see is on Brown, the cornerback is outside position on the receiver. On the left side, the cornerback has an outside position on the receiver. So this gives it away that it's cover two. All right, also another tell is the two high safeties. But the problem is sometimes dollar, as you've seen, this is the most common thing you've seen in dollar, okay? Which is this right here. When they're in this situation, that means on defense, it is base aligned, okay? So whenever you come out on baseline all the time, or you see defenses in baseline, everything is very symmetrical every single play. So it's definitely a lot harder to tell what defense it's in. All right. So I'm going to call timeout, right? And what I'm going to do is show you this is what I would do. So I pick a play in bunch, right? Boom. I look at the right cornerback because he's the nearest on the screen, and then they're going to press, okay? Because that's usually what's going to happen online. But I was able to see that before he pressed, okay? I was able to see that the corner is outside of the receiver. He's backed up 5 yards. That's going to tell you it's cover two. All right, guys, so the next coverage we're going to look at is cover three. Okay, so cover three, this is what cover three looks like, right? Now, whenever they press, okay, you're going to see one high safety, usually, okay? You're going to see one high safety in cover three, but this could also be cover one, okay? Cover one would be man coverage. Now, if you're not sure if this is cover three or cover one, obviously, what the easiest thing to do is to motion over this guy, right? You motion over the slot guy or motion anybody over, and what's going to happen is nobody's following the slot guy like to a T. Nobody's following him all the way around. He followed him just a little bit, and then he stopped, okay? That gives it away that it's zone coverage, all right? Another thing is, another tell about cover three is looking at the outside cornerback, okay? So as you see, he is outside of the receiver, okay? Which is going to tell me that it's cover three. The reason it's not man coverage is because if I switch to man coverage, cover two man, look at the left side corner, right? Now, I don't know if you saw that little jump right there, but that tells me that it's that it's man coverage, okay? Now, whether there's one high safety or whether there's two high safeties, as long as the cornerback is inside of the receiver like that, that gives it away that it's man coverage, okay? So whenever they press, right, as you're going to see right here, you're going to see this guy right here. All right, look at Sneed. Okay, Sneed is inside, right? He's manned up. He is inside of that slot corner. All right, that's going to give it away that it's man coverage. So here we are, right? Cover 3, I'm going to press. And as you see Sneed, now he is on the outside, okay? He's on the outside, but he's also directly on top of him, okay? And as you see on the left side, look at Smith. All right, so now that corner, there's one high safety, and the corner is on the outside. That's going to tell you that it's not cover 1, that it's cover 3, okay? So go back to cover 2, watch the left side corner, boom, right? Or cover 2 man is what I meant. Cover 2 man coverage, right? Now he jumped inside of the receiver. All right, so he jumped inside of the receiver, and now now Smith has the outside leverage, okay? So let's go over cover 4. Boom. Let's say I switch to cover 4, okay? This is cover 4. Now what you'll see, you got to be careful because in cover 4, you're going to see 2 high safeties, which is the same as cover 2, right? And you may get mixed up. You may think that just because this guy's backed off, that he's in cover 2, and that's actually not the case because as you see as Watson, he's not 5 yards. So I'm going to use this guy for an example, right? Cover 2, it would be like right here. All right, so look at the guy I'm using right now. He would like be like right here. Okay, vice versa on the other side, right? This guy, McDouble. We're gonna call him McDouble. McDonald's McDouble, right? If this was cover 2, he'd be right here. All right, so it's the subtle differences that are really gonna matter. Okay, so let's say I go ahead and press, and I'm in cover 2, or I'm sorry, I'm in cover 4, right? See, even I got mixed up. But this is cover 4, so you have two high safeties, which is the same. So that means either cover 2 or cover 4. Now, if you look right here, Watson is directly above him. All right, so Watson is directly above Smith. He's not to the outside, and he's not to the inside. It may look like he's inside, but he's not. He's actually directly on top of him. All right, what that's going to do is that's going to tell you that it's cover 4. And there's another tip that I'm going to give you as well. Okay. So, right, I come out into the play. Now I actually flip the bunch, okay? And as you're going to see, this is not cover 2. This is most likely a cover 4 just because, as you'll see, McDouble over here, all right, McDouble he's not backed off 5 yards. He's a little bit further than 5 yards, okay? But what will give it away right here, cover 4, what's going to give away cover 4 is you're going to see McDouble is right on top of the receiver, okay? You have 2 high safeties. Now, this is a little bit of a trick right here, okay? Which is going to be everybody is on top of each other, okay? But also Watson, okay? Watson is outside of the receiver, okay? Which shows that he's in a zone, okay? As well as if you look at Sneed right here, Sneed is a little bit to the inside, okay? So he's not outside, he's not on top, he's actually more to the inside. If you look at their feet right there. So as you see, right, Sneed's foot is on the hash. It's literally touching that white line on the hash. It's the little things like that that really matter, okay? That's going to show you that's cover 4. That's more of a experienced read. That's kind of hard, but that's what is going to give that away. All right, guys, so for the next example, we're going to be in trips. I'm going to show you how to read the defense in trips, okay? And like I said, it's just the little things, man, like 1 or 2 things to look at, then you're good to go. And over time, you'll get faster and faster at reading the defense. If you like what you see, man, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn the post notifications on, and drop a like for your boy, man. Let's hop into it. All right, so in trips tight end, trips Trey Y flex, whatever, these are the tells, okay? So how you know it's man coverage is because everybody is lined up symmetrical, okay? Everything looks good whenever they press, right? The easiest sign to tell that it's a man coverage is this right here. There's no cornerback to the left side, okay? If there was a cornerback kind of chilling right here, then it's either, number one, it's either baseline man coverage, okay, which is the corner will match up like this, so you have inside leverage with the tight end, stuff like that, okay? But there's no cornerback over here, okay? So as you see, everybody is lined up very evenly, okay? That's going to give it away. That's man coverage, okay? Also, another tell that you'll see is look at Watson. Watson is to the inside of Smith, as you see right here, okay? Let's look at the slot receiver. That slot corner is to the inside of that receiver, okay? Let's look at A.J. Brown, okay? McDouble is to the inside, right? McDonald's McDouble, he's to the inside of A.J. Brown. That's going to give it away to man coverage, okay? So let's say they go Mike Blitz, right? They audible down. It's going to be the same look, right? You're going to see Watson right here is to the inside, right? If this is too hard to tell the difference, then just look at the slot corner, right? That slot receiver has a few steps to the outside, okay? Like, so he has that outside leverage, okay? And everything is lined up perfectly, okay? So let's talk zone, right? Right, so let's talk zone, right? This is what I want you to look at whenever it's in zone, okay? If you're not sure what zone coverage this is, as you see here, Watson right here is to the outside, okay? Watson is over here. He's not above anybody. There's just a corner out there for no reason. That's going to give it away that it's zone coverage, okay? As well as you have two high safeties, right? And then if you look right here, this guy is to the outside of the receiver. Now, there's somewhat of a little tell. I'm going to give you guys a little secret. It's a really subtle secret, but I'm going to give you guys the tip on how to tell the difference between cover 4 and cover 2. Is what you're going to look at is you're going to look at the linebackers, okay? This is what I'm talking about right here. Right? I go to cover 4. Right? It still looks the same on the left side. There's a corner right here, which is going to tell me it's zone coverage, right? You have two high safeties. This could look like man coverage. I mean, cover 2. As well as whenever they're pressed, this guy right here could, it kind of looks like it's cover 2. But as you see, Bolton right here. All right, Bolton moved to the hash. All right, he moved to the hash, right here. That's really important because that's going to tell you that it's cover 4, okay, as well as Snead. This looks kind of like man coverage, but it's not, right? Snead is to the inside, and then this corner right here is to the outside. That's going to tell me that it's cover 4, as well as Bolton being right here, okay? So let's go cover 2, press, boom, right? Cover 2, press, all right? Like I said, the difference between cover 2, sometimes this slot corner is kind of lining up a little bit strange, but most of the time, when it's cover 2, he's not going to line up like that. It just kind of depends on the formation. I guess in trips, this is how they line up. All right. So as you see, right, it looks very familiar. Like it looks very similar to cover 4. But when I go cover 4, look at Bolton, right? Press. Bolton is going to move to the hash. Okay. So that's one of the tricks right there. That if you're not 100% sure if they're running cover 2 or cover 4, because everything kind of looks the same whenever they're pressed, then all you have to do is just make sure that you look at Bolton right here, okay? So let's go. We're gonna go this right here, boom, right? Even if everybody flips, right? Even if everybody flips, what you're gonna see is no matter what, you're gonna see the linebacker move to the hash, okay? That's gonna give it away. And then if I flip, he's still gonna stay there. All right, so that's the sign. As you see, just go over it one more time. Boom, Bolton's in the middle, right? Whenever I go cover 4, he moves to the hash. Okay, that's going to tell you that's cover 4. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the sign that it's cover 3, okay? So that's cover 3, right? Whenever I switch over and I go to Cub, 3-3 to 3-5 wide, right? I'm on offense, and I'm trying to figure out what the defense is. Say they flip or whatever. Now, right before they press, this is the tell, all right? The tell is right here between the safeties, okay? Because Bolton is still lined up right here. So whenever they press, it's going to look like cover 4, but it's not, okay? It's going to look like cover. Everything looks different when it's pressed, okay? But especially, like I said, when you're in bunch, it's the easiest to tell the difference. Trips is a little bit harder, and it's more of a faster read. So right before they press, you're going to want to see this right here. Okay, look at the free safety and look at the strong safety, right? They're not lined up evenly. Okay, the strong safety is higher up, right? So, but when they press, okay, then they look the same. So that's one of the key things, right? I want to go over it one more time. Okay, let's go over it one more time. So what you're going to see, right? This is 3-3 regular. Now what you're going to see whenever they run cover 3 is you're going to see one safety come down. Okay, that's going to tell you it's cover 3. So, right, trying to flip the play, as you see right here, because this is how it should be lined up. That's why everyone's moving all over the place. But whenever they go cover 3 and then they press, you'll see one safety come down. Okay, that's the tell that it's cover 3. So what you can assume is you can assume that Thornhill, that the free safety is going to drop down in a curl flat. All right, as well as the slot guy, you can probably assume that that guy is going to be in a curl flat as well. So whenever you see this quick adjustment right here, boom, and then they try to press, you just see one safety creep up. That means it's cover 3. But that's basically it, man. And you just come in here, you just keep practicing. Go into practice mode and go cover 2, cover 4, and try to look at the signs of how to read a defense. It's just the little things, man, that matter. And if you're new here, man, definitely, like I said, consider hitting the subscribe button, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know how it works. Peace out.